Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Halloween wreath, and as you see, this was a wreath I did when I first started, and I never did anything with it. It was just sitting around, and I don't have any black mesh, so what I've decided to do is pull everything off of here because I need this black background. So, and this is how you refurbish an old wreath that maybe you weren't too fond of how it came out, or whatever your reasons are for still having it. You can still use it. So I'm not worried about, like this little glue spot or anything like that, because there's going to be so much that I'm adding to it that you won't see that anyway. So I'm just going to pull everything off as carefully as I can. I don't want to make too much of a mess of it. But I could have taken it all off, but I just wanted to show you that. I mean, taking it all off camera. But I just wanted to show you that, you can always use it again. Same thing with a grapevine wreath. If it's like your personal one, you can always take everything off it and start over. And that's what I'm going to do here, because like I said, I didn't have a roll of black deco mesh for the background of this, and I didn't feel like running to the store for it, because every time I go to the store, I end up buying a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm trying to avoid that. Anyway, we're going to be doing, obviously, a Halloween wreath today. And I couldn't wait to do this one because I was really excited to see how it would turn out. So I got almost everything off of here. And goodness, when I looked at this one, could I tell this was one of the first ones I ever made when I was learning. So now I'll get Mr. Spidey off of here. There. And now I have the base that I needed. So it was just a simple ruffle method around the wreath. And now I can use it because I've got the black base that I needed from the beginning. Okay, so let me fix this a little bit. There we go. So what I have is, I got this skull from Dollar Tree, and I needed to put a hat on him. So I took one of the little small witches hats that they sell at Dollar Tree, and I cut off the pointy tip, and then I cut a few of the plastic pieces, and it's able to open up, and then I stuffed some mesh in there so it would be wider at the top and not just to a point. And then I took a silk pillowcase from Dollar Tree and covered it and glued it, and then took this ribbon, folded it in half, and glued it around the brim. And I think it turned out pretty good. So we have that. And I also have some of the little skull heads from Dollar Tree. And then I bought the two hands from Dollar Tree, and I don't know if you can tell. I spray painted them a little bit because they were white. So I spray painted them with some chalk paint so that they kind of were better matched to the skull head and not such a different shade. And then took some of the black chalk paint, dipped my brush in, you know, wiped it off, and then just did a little, can you see, did a little of the black on the hands. And I did all that off camera because I didn't want to make this video super long for you guys. And we also have the eyeball black roses that have a couple of spiders in them from Dollar Tree. I won't be needing that, so let's set that aside. And what else do I have? Oh, and I have these ribbons from Dollar Tree, and I'll be using those as well. And I'm not sure if I'm going to add the chain or not, but I picked up the chain, and we'll see if I use that. And our sign today is going to be, I'm trying to get the glare off of it, the Happy Halloween one from Dollar Tree. Okay, so now that we have our background there, I'm also going to be making some curls and some bunches out of the ribbon. So I'm going to grab the mesh for the curls and I'll be right back. Okay, so I had some 21-inch beige mesh. I didn't have any 10-inch, so I did, I cut them into 10-inch strips, and then I cut them in half just to make some beige curls. I just roughly did that. I cut up 12 of them, well, made 12 pieces, so we'll see how many I end up using. And then what I'm going to do is make some little bundles out of this ribbon. If I can get it open. There we go. So I figure I'll do a polka dot and a stripe in the alternating colors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure these out. Probably, let's see. Let's say 12 inches, maybe 12 and a half will be good. We'll go 12 and a half. I'm going to make bundles out of those as well. So I'll just cut some of these. And like I said, I'm not sure how much I'm going to need of everything. So I'm just going to guess and just cut a few. And then if I need more, I'll do more. Just going to play it by ear and put this baby together. And I'm really excited about it though, because I'm dying to see how this is going to turn out in the end. It's going to be pretty cool, I think. So we've got a few sets of these, and then I'll make a few sets of the other one. And like I said, if I end up needing more, I'll just cut some more. No big deal. All right, so I'm going to cut the rest, and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, so next I am going to figure out placement of my sign. Just move that out of the way. I don't need the mat anymore. And what I'm going to do is put it off to the side, kind of, because this guy is going to be going over here, like so. So I know I need to fill in over here and some over here and definitely down in here. I don't want to add those first because I think it'll be hard to work with it after that. So I'm going to get out some pipe cleaners. I think I'm going to try cutting them in half first and see if I can work with that, and we'll figure that out in a minute. So I'm just going to roll these up and make a set of curls. And I'll add that first, and I'll just let the sign lay there so I can see the placement of it. And I'm just going to roll the curls up and then twist the bottom. Then I'm going to stick a curl right in here. Hopefully I can get through the mesh. And just stick this one through as well. And then twist it. There we go. Like so. Okay. So we got our first curls on. That works. Oh, and I meant to show you, I made this bow, which is not fluffed. And I also made this bow, which is also not fluffed, but we'll fluff those when we add them. And I'm going to apologize now if this video is a little long, but it'll be worth it in the end, I swear. Okay, so we made a curl. And I'll make another curl. And we'll do the same thing, crisscross them and add our pipe cleaner to the center, flip them up, and then just twist. Easy peasy. So I'm just going to go through, and I'm just going to add these where I want them. And I'm just jamming the pipe cleaner right through that mesh. And now you guys will see when I add everything why I wasn't concerned with the little bit of glue that was showing. I can get this one through the mesh, the other side. Hold on, let me turn this over so I can get a better... Oh, come on. Really? Oh, it bent, that's why. There we go. And just twist this one on, like so. Move these out of the way. All right, so I had this here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the rest of our curls and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we got our curls added. And I did 6 bundles of those. And I think what I'm going to do is just crisscross all the different types of, all 4 ribbons that I cut. And twist add these bunches as well, because I still have the flowers to add in there as well. So, wait. And I'm just going to start adding some ribbon bundles in here. If I can get it. Where's it at? Oh, there we go. So we'll add this here and twist. I'm gonna add my sign after I get these little ribbon bundles added. But like I said, I just keep laying it there so I can see where things need to go. And we'll just fluff these out. Like so. This is going to be so cute when it's finished. I'm so excited. Alright, so we'll do another one. Like I said, I'm just mixing a black, a white, a black, and a white. And I like this little burlap ribbon. It adds a little bit of texture in there with the mesh. And we'll just flip it up and pull down and twist. And I'm just going to randomly go through and add them. And you can see it's coming together and where I'm going with this. And this is why I couldn't make up my mind on whether I was going to add the chains or not. So I just don't know if it's going to fit in. We'll see. Maybe at the bottom of the sign. I don't know yet. Okay. So now we've got our second bunch of ribbon added. I think that's really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and add the last couple, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and I attached our sign in the back. So now we've got all of our curls. And just fix that a little bit. We've got all of our curls and all of our ribbon bundles all attached. And now I'm going to go ahead and attach, I think I'm going to go ahead and attach our skull. He's got to be the next part. Actually, I got to lay this behind his head. So we're going to add this bow. And then we'll put our skull on there also. So let's get the bow on. I don't know why when I jab things through here, I lose it. Okay, so this one needs to be tight so that the bow does just what it's doing. Kind of fold in a little bit. Alright, so almost got that done on there. There. So now bow. Just gonna cut this big piece of fray. I don't mind a little bit, but didn't want any crazy fray. So I'm just gonna fluff this a little. And hopefully he's going to lay like I want him to. And yes, he is. All right, so I just need to clip this a little so it's not showing off the bow. And then we're gonna sit our guy like so. So let's get some glue on the back of his dome. And the bottom of his jaw, because that does sit there as well. And we're just, oh, I forgot about this bow. Shoot. All right, time out. Hopefully that doesn't dry too tough. I forgot that I need this bow down the bottom of his chin. Oops. So I'm just gonna quickly throw this down here. And hopefully I got it in the right spot. Now would not be a good time to find out that I put it in the wrong place. Okay. So now we have that one, and I can fluff it after I get it on there. Just want to see if it's going to sit right. And yes, it does. So we're gonna let him, and I probably could have made a hole through the back of his head and attached a pipe cleaner. To secure him, but I think this is okay. And I'm just gonna fluff this a little. And when I made the bow, I made each loop a little smaller as I went down so that it would be kind of layered. And that worked out nice. Oh. So I think these are a little long, but I'm gonna dovetail them anyway. So I can clip off some of the length. There we go. Now we've got the bottom of his bow. We'll fluff out the side a little. Just a little. Just sticking my fingers in there just to open it up so that it's not completely flat. I'm going to turn his head like that. So I'm going to get some glue in there. Make sure I got the bottom jaw in there where I want it. Putting the glue directly on the ribbon so I can just smash him down in there. Turn this around and show you what that's looking like while I add a little pressure. He's got a dent in his head, but I don't need to make it worse. It's a dent that's supposed to be there, guys. Oh my gosh, I think this is coming out so cute, and we're not even done. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this down here so our sign sits right. So that's what we have so far. And now what I want to do is add his arms in. I'll do the floral picks last. So what I want to do is I want it to look like His arms are holding on to the sign. Trying to figure out how to work this in here under all this stuff. So maybe if I do it this way, it'll work. Maybe put this one like this. That'll do it. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and glue his arms in, and then I'll be right back to add the flowers. Okay, guys, so we've got our arms attached as well. And I'm just going to clip this a little more so you can see his arm all the way. Maybe this one too. Just want you to be able to really see. Not bad, guys, for refurbishing something that I didn't like. I think these are a little too long as well. There, that's better. Okay. So, here's what we got so far. I'm not understanding. There. So that's what we've got so far with his hands and his head. Makes it look like he's holding the sign. I think that's so cute. Not sure if I'm going to add any of these smaller skulls. I don't know. We'll see. First, I want to add some of our roses with the eyeballs. Pulled that right off of there, didn't I? So when that happens, guys, and your flower comes off, I like to hit it with a little glue on the end and just put it right back on. There we go. And then stick our rose right back on there. Okay. So we've got our rose picks. And I'm going to cut them off and add those. I don't need them to be long, so cut these fairly short. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get some of our roses in here with eyeballs. So I'm going to add this one right here where you can see it. Oh, sweet. And I'll do the spider ones. Right here. Move that way. There we go. That's good. Oh. Well, aren't they just coming off easy? It's okay. We'll fix it. Okay. So this one I'll put on the other side of his hand. Or maybe above his hat, because this is a pretty one. So maybe we'll put this one right here. Yeah. I like it. There. We have another one with an eyeball. And I'll put that one right there. So make sure you can see the eyes. So we'll put this one. I can just get it down there. So I'll do that one there. We'll just move our ribbons around. That's what's nice about wired ribbon, is I can put it where I want it. There. Clip this little fray off. Okay. Now we've got one more spider. Don't think I need this that long. I'm gonna glue our little spidey right in here. Good to go. Now we've just got a couple more roses. I think place that one right there. Love it. I love it. We've got one more. I kind of want to add it right here on the other side. You know what I might do? I think I'm going to take that one right off the pick. Because I think I'm going to glue it right under his chin. Kind of. Sort of. All right. I really love this wreath. Yeah, that looks good right there. Tucked right under his chin. Perfect. All right, guys. So I was wondering if I should add... I'm definitely not going to put the chains on there. I don't think I like that. But I wanted to add a couple of these, sprigs. I already got some cut. I think I want to add just a few for some texture in there. I think I'm going to do that. Like right over in here. Just add a few. Yeah. Just a few. Maybe. Yep, one down in there. So just gonna cram this right there. And then just put the bows back. I mean the ribbon back. Like I said, I didn't want too many of them, just a little sprig. here and there. Did I have another one? Bend this way. Maybe one more piece. Okay. One more piece coming from over here. Put that down. And I think that does it. I think that's plenty of everything. Just enough and not too much. Make sure that's in there well. And guys, here we have it. But you know what? I think I need another one right up top. Hold the phone. One more. And then I think we're done. But just want to make sure it's balanced out. There. Good to go, guys. So we are finished. Let me know what you think, guys. I think it came out amazing. Really proud of this. I think she's gonna love it. And I'd appreciate it if you guys would like, comment, share. Trying to grow my little channel. I think I really do pretty good work. I don't know what you guys think. But let me know what you think about this one. I'm really super proud of it. And if you have any questions, just drop them below and I'd be glad to answer. And I'll be back soon with my next one. Everybody have a great day. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, I just thought of something. I did not add our little skulls. And I think what I'm going to do, since they were sitting there staring at me, is add a few of them to our little bows. Ribbon clusters, whatever you want to call them. I think it is just the nice little added ta-da to our wreath. Brilliant. Got all about them. Like I said, just a couple. Oops. Perfect. Not too many. Don't want it to be overpowered. There. Now I'm finished. Just thought I'd add those, right? What do you think? I think they needed it. Anyway, I hope you guys really, really like this one. Super proud. Came out amazing, at least in my opinion. All right, guys. I'm really done now. Bye.